Welcome to Zorvath Prime, the gem of the Andromeda Nebula. Prepare for a journey to a world where reality bends like a hyperloop in a quantum field. Zorvath Prime orbits twin suns, one blazing gold, the other a moody indigo, casting shadows that dance in fractal patterns across a terrain so alien, your terrestrial brain might short-circuit. This isn't just a vacation spot, it's a sensory avalanche. Let's dive into the kaleidoscope of contradictions, where neon jungles hum with psychic fauna, deserts glitter with sentient crystals, and the locals' hospitality is as intense as their interspecies feuds. Buckle up, Earthling. Zorvath Prime's landscape defies all earthly logic. Imagine a Sahara desert dipped in stardust. The glittering dust wastes stretch endlessly, dunes of quantum-infused sand that shift color depending on the time of day. These sands aren't just pretty, they're semi-sentient. Step too heavily, and they'll rearrange themselves into cryptic symbols locals claim are messages from the cosmos. Spoiler, it's probably just the wind. Probably. The only respite from the arid expanse? The luminous canopies of Viridia, towering bioluminescent structures that look like a cross between a redwood and a jellyfish. Their gelatinous leaves emit low-frequency vibrations that sound like a choir of humpback whales fused with a synthwave track. Don't linger too long beneath them, though. Their pollen is a hallucinogen, and you'll spend hours convinced you're a sentient cloud. The planet's flora is a chaotic blend of beauty and danger. Beyond the canopies, you'll find void blooms, flowers that pulse with antimatter energy. They're harmless, unless you touch them, in which case they'll teleport you 3 feet to the left. In the Crimson Mire, a swamp-like region bubbling with neon sludge, carnivorous shadow vines lurk. These ink-black tendrils sense body heat and will drag you into the muck to be dissolved by acid pools. Locals use them as garbage disposals. Meanwhile, the Etherean groves, floating islands held aloft by magnetic fields, host sky orchids, delicate flowers that sing in ultrasonic frequencies. They're a key ingredient in voidberry wine, which tastes like blue raspberry and existential dread. Fauna here are equally bizarre. The dust worms, serpentine creatures made of living sand, slither through the wastes, devouring stray energy pulses. They're harmless unless you're a solar battery, then you're lunch. In Viridia, the luminescent howlers dominate, 6-legged, fox-like beings with fur that shifts color to reflect their mood. Pet one when it's glowing pink, and it'll purr like a warp engine. Approach when it's ultraviolet, and it'll projectile vomit bioluminescent slime. For aerial thrills, hitch a ride on a solar manta, a winged behemoth with translucent skin that reveals swirling galaxies within its body. They migrate during the twin sun eclipse, and locals believe they carry souls to the afterlife. Pro tip, don't mention this to the Crystallians. They think it's quaint nonsense. Then there's the neurosquid, a gelatinous creature inhabiting the Crimson Mire's acid lakes. It communicates by projecting holograms of your deepest fears. Tourists love it, therapists hate it. But the real star, the crystal phoenix, a bird-like entity forged from living quartz. It dies every sunset, shattering into a million shards only to reform at dawn. Zorvathians consider it sacred, which means you absolutely cannot pocket a fragment as a souvenir. The people? Oh, they're a trip. Zorvathians divide into 2 factions. The Crystallians, geometric humanoids with bodies of shifting light, and the Etherians, who resemble sentient lava lamps oozing and reforming at will. Crystallians communicate via strobe light patterns from their forehead gems. Etherians speak in vibrations that feel like a bass drop in your ribcage. Both groups are absurdly hospitable to you, to each other. Centuries-old beef. Crystallians mock Etherians for their sloppy morphing. Etherians retort that Crystallians are rigid light show snobs. As a human, you'll be hugged, fed, and probed by both. But mention the Groxonians, migrant laborers from a nearby asteroid belt, and the room freezes. Zorvathians call them dust guzzlers and blame them for everything from ion lane traffic to bad vibes at the quantum market. It's awkward, especially since Groxonians built half the planet's infrastructure. Surviving here requires adaptability. The food, mostly underwhelming. Zorvathian cuisine leans on energy spheres that look glamorous but taste like unseasoned tofu. The Zorvian feast, a multi-course ordeal, includes delicacies like solar soup and crystal crunch, a snack that shatters your fillings. Most tourists cheat and hit the synth food emporiums for replicated Earth dishes. Costs are steep. A budget hotel charges 200 cubits a night, and currency exchange is a nightmare. Qubits are mined from sentient crystals, so every transaction feels vaguely unethical. Need a transport pod? That'll cost you 3 memories of childhood happiness. Yet, despite the quirks, Zorvath Prime steals hearts. There's magic in watching the twin suns set over the dust wastes, painting the sky in colors no human language has names for, or joining a crystalline light dance where their bodies pulse in rhythms that rewrite your concept of beauty. Just remember, don't call an Etherean squishy, don't ask how the toilets work, and never imply that Groxonians might be, gasp, people. Final verdict, Zorvath Prime is less a destination than a hallucination you agree to have. It's gorgeous, infuriating, and humbling, a place where you'll question your sanity, your prejudices, and why you ever thought unsalted ennui counted as cuisine. Pack your sense of wonder, leave your assumptions, and tip your solar manta pilot. They've seen things, rating 4.75 nebula stars. Bring extra hydration gels. Disclaimer: the Intergalactic Tourism Board denies all liability for spontaneous teleportation, existential crises, or accidental participation in an Etherean poetry duel. Void where prohibited by quantum law.